One word or idea that causes a lot of confusion is the idea of fluency. People have many different ideas of what fluency means, and a lot of people use that word and mean it very differently. So I want to talk about what fluency means to me. So the word fluent or fluency comes from fluid, comes from effluent, confluent. It really denotes movement that is smooth and flows. That is where fluent comes from. So you can be speaking fluently, but not be speaking correctly. I have that ability in a number of different languages. French, for example, which I just finished learning, I can speak very fluidly because it sounds like that there's no breaks in the sound. I just keep talking. Even if I completely lose where I am, I just talk around it and circumlocute around the problem until I figured a different way to say it. And it is very fluent sounding and fluid speech. But I am far from fluent, even socially fluent in French, because I just don't have the vocabulary or grammar or depth of knowledge or experience with French to actually be a fluent speaker. But the idea of fluency itself is simply the idea of fluid, smooth movement. So I can speak fluidly and I can speak fluently, but I am not a fluent speaker of French. So that's one piece that needs to be pulled out before you can understand what fluency is. So also, when people use the word fluent as he is a fluent speaker or she speaks this language fluently, people use different definitions. So what most people assume that you mean when you say somebody is a fluent speaker is that they have a near native level of grammar and of vocabulary and of word usage and choice. But among people who are learning languages, it's often quite different. Many polyglots and many proficient and experienced language learners will consider somebody fluent when they reach a stage that we will call social fluency. For example, if you can hold a conversation with somebody and hold your idea of what you're talking about and understand basically everything that they're saying, 80% or more of what they're saying, you can convey 80% of what you want to say without any super major grammar errors that are so bad that you don't make sense, that people don't understand you, then many of us would consider that fluent or socially fluent. And so when you hear somebody who is an experienced language learner talking about fluency, they're often talking about social equivalency, where you can use your language in all different kinds of social situations without feeling lost, without being totally confused, and being able to follow most of what's going on. So there are 3 levels of fluency that I'm talking about. There is fluidity or fluency of the flow of speech itself. There is social fluency or social equivalency fluency, and then there is near native level fluency where you can speak and it's difficult to figure out whether you're a native speaker of the language or not. If you would like to see more videos like this, subscribe below.